Hey everybody, Tim Brahim with Performance Experts Coaching and Leadership 360 with another business and life tip for you. And this life tip is on the subject matter of silence, which is a skill that most of us don't possess. Some of us do, but people like myself who are so used to talking for a living and educating, it's a challenge for me, and it's one that I've really tried to work on quite a bit over the last several years. Now, I don't know if you've ever had this experience before, but maybe you're talking to someone and they're sharing something meaningful with you to them, and you're finding your mind wandering, thinking about what you're going to say next, thinking about how you might be able to provide them with some solutions to their challenges or some sage wisdom that is going to make them feel better and make you feel good about yourself. Maybe I'm just projecting all of this on you. Maybe this is just my story, but I certainly know that I do need to be mindful of this. One of the greatest gifts that we can give to people in our lives is our presence and our silence. I can't tell you how many times I was just having, in fact, a breakfast with an old friend a couple of weeks ago, and she was trying to work through some big career change issues, and she just sat there and shared with me, and I really was mindful of just giving her the space to talk. And I resisted the temptation several times to jump in and to share my view. And at the end, she said to me, gosh, this was so helpful. I guess I just needed to hear myself verbalize what I'm feeling. Bingo. Sometimes that's the greatest gift we can give to people, is the gift of them being able to hear themselves. Now, the other thing on the subject matter of silence that I'm aware of that's really important is that a lot of times I'll go through an experience and it'll be something big for me in my life, maybe an awareness that I have or a breakthrough that I've made in some aspect of my life. And I'll notice that my tendency is to want to go out and share it with everybody and tell people about it. And a coach and teacher of mine a couple of years ago shared with me that really what we're talking about when we're talking about sharing our experience, sharing our ideas, is we're talking about expelling the energy from our system. When you are speaking about your experience, you are giving out that energy into the world. And sometimes what can be most impactful is to keep it in and sit with it for several days and journal on it and contemplate. Sometimes there's more available to your own inner knowing and wisdom about yourself that you're bypassing by putting it out into the world and talking to others about it. So one of the things that I try to do is, to the best of my ability, sit with some of my contemplations. Journal, meditate, think about it for a few days, and just really think about what it is that might be available there that I haven't yet come to the awareness of. I hope that this applies to some of you and you find this life tip helpful. We'll be back to you next week with another business and life tip, and talk to you soon. Have a wonderful week.